Let's go! Oh yeah, Mario time! Yeah! Let's go! Oh yeah, Mario time! Ha! Let's go! Oh yeah, Mario time! Ha! Let's go! Let's go!